Hello, good day. Today I'm just going to be walking you through the clinical letters module. It's a new workflow event within Goodx. It's still not completely finished, but I just want to show you how it looks and works. I think it's going to be very powerful and very useful in your clinical workflow. And it essentially allows you to send reports with contextual information from clinical information. But let me take you straight into Goodx first, and then we can take it from there. So here I've got a patient open, Bruce Banner, and he's been seen, he's had notes made in his eye evaluation form, and at the end of the consultation normally a variety of reports or letters may need to be sent out. So one of those typically is a feedback report to an optometrist, GP, someone who's referred the patient in, and you're wanting to send information back. So you can access the clinical letters from two places. One is down here. You can open it and you'll see print letter. It's over there. It's also available in this drop down under letter over there. So let me go here. I'm going to go to print letter, and then there's a few templates that I've created. So I've got cycloplegic refraction feedback, intravitreal injection motivation, etc. So I'm just going to start with feedback. I'm going to click on that, go OK, and then you'll see that it opens a feedback workflow event over there. And essentially what it does is it's got the title of the report, it's got a preamble that will come in before your clinical data, and a post-amble which comes after your clinical data. Now this has obviously been templated. It says, "Dear Mrs. R.F. Curtin," this has been pulled in from the referring doctor or optometrist, and then it's pulled in this information, and it basically says, "Thank you for the referral. Please see the clinical notes from today's consultation below," followed by a short summary. Now, this is obviously templated. You can go in there, and in a simple text editor, you can add or remove details there as much as you want. And then in the middle section is the eye evaluation form. Now, you can pre-select in the template what information you want. So if you click on the config, I have set it up already to not show certain sections and show certain sections. But if you just click on this side, like for example, let's say you wanted to remove the history section. If you just click on history, history will jump across to here, and now you will no longer see history section in the report. If you click it, it'll pop it back. So you can choose whichever sections from the eval you want in the report and which ones you want to remove, and this can be templated so it's the same every time if you send a specific report. And then in this section you might want to fill out more of the summary, maybe say something like a patient was identified as having wet AMD requiring intravitreal injections, etc., whatever you're wanting to see to summarize that. And you can click OK, and then you just click on the print or the email. If I click on print, it'll just generate the letter. So you'll see at the top, patient's details. Here's the preamble. These are the sections that I selected that I wanted it to include in the letter. And there's the post-amble there, "Thank you for the referral," etc. Whatever the other text that you wanted to put in there. And that is essentially, you can then email that out. And then you can always go and see that that feedback letter has been sent. But that's just obviously a feedback report. The power comes in obviously with templating. So, for example, let's say for this patient, we performed a cycloplegic refraction. I think I did do retinoscopy on this patient. I haven't done that, so let's just open up a retinoscopy. Where's retinoscopy here? There we go. And I'm just going to put in... Okay, so I've just filled in a cycloplegic refraction. Let me just say I did it with cyclopentolate for this patient. So I've got those details. I'm just going to save this so that it is saved. And then if I go back to my feedback report and I click on cycloplegic refraction, you can see the template's different. It says, "Thank you for assisting the above mentioned patient. Please see cycloplegic refraction below." And then in the post-amble it says, "Thank you again for assisting with spectacle correction. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me." In this section, it's only selected the cycloplegic refraction. I think I've done that correctly. External examination, I don't want... I think, and I just want the retinoscopy. Okay. And then if I click print here, it should print this preamble, this post-amble, and put the cycloplegic refraction. So there you've got it. "Thank you for assisting. Here's the retinoscopy. There's the spectacle correction." You can choose if you want to include all of this or whether you just want to include that. And then, you've got the details. So that's an example of a cycloplegic refraction. So another good example would be intravitreal injection motivation. So here there's a preamble saying the patient has CNV, and that please can you see the visual acuities and central macular thicknesses below. And then it says that he needs 3 more injections, and then there's 3 injection dates. Now obviously you would need to input these dates. The system can't know. Okay, great. So I've put those 3 values in over there. And then if I print this out, or email it off, or whatever, however you want to send it, you'll see the letter looks like this: the patient's name, the visual acuities, the central macular thicknesses, and then needing Avastin, the following dates, OCTs attached, etc. So there's a motivation letter for an injection. Then there's also something called snippets. So obviously we've used this template, which is the intravitreal injection template, and this patient we said we're wanting to motivate for Avastin. But if we wanted to motivate for something else, I've created other snippets, like for example Lucentis. If I click on this, you can see over here it says Avastin. If I click on Lucentis, it then brings up and it says Lucentis, and then you can put the 3 dates for Lucentis. And if I wanted to do Visiq, then it changes it to Visiq, etc. And so you can create snippets of text that you use frequently, that you can input quickly depending on the context. So I mean, I haven't put in the dates here specifically now, but you can change those dates, and then if you click print now, it's going to do the same thing, but instead it's going to have it's going to mention Visiq over there. So obviously the practical implications are quite vast with this. It basically allows you to put an introductory summary, text summary, template it, and decide what contextual information from the eye evaluation form you want, whether it's the visual acuity, the IOP, etc. Maybe if you're motivating for a Zen implant or another MIGS procedure, maybe you require the IOP and information around the OCT, etc. So, I mean, you can template this as much or as little as you want, create snippets, choose which sections you want inputted, and then generate letters. So I think it's very powerful. I think it's going to be quite useful for everyone. Just before I go, I think I must just show you how to edit these templates, where these templates are created and edited. So I mean, I've shown you here that I've got a few templates created. So like all templates, up here on the little gear icon, and then going to entity settings, and then going down to workflow event templates, you will then see that if you've never created one, you may need to select it from here and click letter and click add. You can import templates from other people, or if other people have uploaded templates, so we can share pre-made templates with each other. But if you already have, I'm obviously got a lot of templates from other forms within the system. I'm just going to go down. That's iVal, that's quick notes, and here's letters. So here's my letters. It's my feedback, refraction, cycloplegic refraction. So let's look at the intravitreal injection motivation. You can see here's the template. Here I've created a title. That's the name of the template. Here I've put in the preamble and the postamble. If I want to go edit this, I can just edit it in the text editor there. That's the preamble. There's the postamble that can be edited. And in the config here, I can choose which sections I want to be visible or don't want to be visible, to allow those sections to be included in the report. And then I can click save, and then I've got another report, another template that for the clinical letters. So that's how you create them and edit them. So that's the new clinical letter. I'm sure once you've templated it correctly, it's going to make a very big difference to your practice, to your workflow, and to your efficiency.